Welcome to English in Real Life. Today, we're diving into a truth that every learner needs to hear. You've been learning English for years, yet fluency still feels far away. You understand grammar, but words don't flow naturally. You study, but when it's time to speak, your mind goes blank. Let's talk about why you're still not fluent, and more importantly, how to fix it. Fluency isn't about knowing every word. It's about feeling free while using the words you know. Most learners don't lack vocabulary, they lack confidence. You know what to say, but fear stops your tongue. You translate before you speak, and that's the biggest trap. Fluent speakers don't translate, they think directly in English. They connect meaning, not words. They don't say, "How do I say this in English?" They just express it naturally. That's the real difference. You're not stuck because you're slow. You're stuck because your method is slow. You focus on rules, not rhythm. You focus on perfection, not progress. You correct every mistake, but forget to celebrate every sentence you got right. Let's fix that mindset today. Fluent speakers don't learn for exams, they learn for expression. They don't memorize grammar, they live grammar. When they say, "I am learning," they feel the tense, not just know it. When they say, "I have learned," they see the journey behind the sentence. That's the power of grammar with emotion. You can't separate English learning from life. It's a reflection of your thoughts. If your mind hesitates, your words will too. Fluency begins in the mind, not in the mouth. Let's fix your daily routine first. If you're still not fluent, it's not because you can't. It's because your English doesn't exist outside your study table. You learn, but you don't use. You listen, but you don't respond. You read, but you don't reflect. And that's where most learners stop growing. Start living English, not learning it. Think in English when you wake up. Describe your day in English when you walk. Whisper your thoughts in English when you feel nervous. That's how fluency becomes a part of you. You don't need more books. You need more experiences in English. Talk to yourself. Record your voice. Listen to your tone. Correct your rhythm. Watch yourself grow day by day. Grammar isn't a cage, it's a guide. You can't become fluent by fearing grammar. Use it naturally. Say, "I am learning," when you're in progress. Say, "I learned," when you've achieved. Say, "I will learn," when you promise yourself improvement. That's fluency, knowing what fits the moment. Fluency doesn't come from pressure, it comes from peace. When you relax, your words flow better. When you stop judging yourself, your sentences become clearer. The biggest secret of fluent speakers? They don't speak perfectly, they speak comfortably. You're still not fluent because you're chasing speed instead of comfort. Slow down. Feel the sentence before you speak it. Your goal is not to sound native, it's to sound natural. Let's talk about practice. Many learners study for hours, but never speak for minutes. Speaking is a muscle. If you don't use it, it weakens. Every day, practice speaking for just 5 minutes. Talk about your feelings, your plans, your goals. Don't focus on mistakes, focus on flow. Fluency isn't born from fear, it's born from freedom. Now, mindset. Every fluent speaker you admire once felt stuck too. They doubted themselves, forgot words, and made mistakes, just like you. The difference? They didn't stop. They believed they would improve, even when progress felt invisible. That belief changed everything. If you're not fluent yet, it's because you're waiting for confidence before speaking. But the truth is, confidence comes from speaking, not before it. You speak first. You grow later. You make mistakes today, so your tomorrow sounds smoother. Let's connect this to grammar again. Fluency is not just about knowing tenses, it's about feeling them. When you use present continuous, I am improving, you remind yourself that you're growing right now. When you use present perfect, I have improved, you acknowledge your journey. When you use future continuous, I will be learning, you commit to consistency. Grammar is not a rule book, it's your story told in different timelines. Another secret: fluent speakers repeat. They repeat phrases until they sound natural. They don't try to sound fancy, they try to sound clear. You become fluent by mastering simple sentences, not complex ones. I understand. I agree. I think so. These are small sentences but powerful in real conversations. Fluency doesn't happen in silence, it happens in sound. You can't learn to speak without hearing yourself speak. So, speak to the mirror, to your phone, to your thoughts. English becomes alive when it leaves your mouth. Let's talk about fear. Fear is the biggest enemy of fluency. You're afraid of being wrong. You're afraid of being judged. But remember, every fluent person you see today has made thousands of mistakes to get there. Mistakes are not a sign of weakness, they're proof of effort. Don't hide from them, learn through them. Consistency is the bridge between learning and fluency. 10 minutes every day is better than 2 hours once a week. Fluency grows in routine, not in rush. You can't water a plant once a month and expect it to bloom. Same with English. You must feed it daily. Your voice matters. Don't wait for perfect grammar to share your thoughts. Start speaking your truth. English isn't just a language, it's a tool to express who you are. The more you use it, the more it becomes yours. If you ever feel stuck again, remember this: fluency isn't about being better than others, it's about being better than your yesterday. Every time you speak, you move forward. Every time you try, you grow stronger. So, why are you still not fluent? Because you're focusing on the wrong things. You're focusing on results instead of routine. You're focusing on fear instead of expression. You're focusing on grammar instead of confidence. How to fix it? Start living in English. Think in English. Dream in English. Write your emotions in English. Feel proud of small wins. Record your progress. Celebrate every word you speak with courage. And most importantly, stop comparing your chapter 1 with someone's chapter 20. Everyone's fluency story is different. Yours will be too, and it'll be beautiful. Every day, tell yourself, I am learning. I am growing. I am becoming fluent. Because the moment you believe it, your mind starts working for it. Fluency is not a goal, it's a journey, and you're already on it. Keep walking, keep speaking, keep believing. Because one day soon, you'll wake up, start talking, and realize you're finally fluent.